This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. A record number of Native American women are running for city government in Rapid City, South Dakota. They're running for seats in 4 of the city's 5 wards, as well as for mayor, as Lee Strubinger reports.
Natalie Stites Means is Lakota and a registered member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. She's Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender's first challenger for office since he took the position in 2015. She says city government should operate with more compassion.
Downtown and the Mount Rushmore corridor aren't the only places that matter here in this city. You know, we have potholes, we got bad lights, and while it seems on the surface such a prosperous city, if we were so prosperous, why wouldn't we be compassionate and charitable to the panhandlers who are just trying to survive, who literally are not trying to die today?
Means and other Native women candidates decided to run for office after the council updated the city's panhandling ordinance. They say the city's Native American community lacked substantive input on the ordinance change. None of the current 10 Rapid City Council members have any tribal affiliation. Chante Hart is Lakota and registered with the Rosebud Sioux tribe. She says that needs to change.
You hardly ever see Natives on city council, and I think that is a problem. It needs to reflect our population, and so we decided to come together and say, let's get people to run. Let's get some leaders in here. Let's get people to stand up. And I said, if no one's going to do it, I'll do it.
Hart points to the recent elections of Sharice Davids and Deb Holland, as well as the elections of 3 Native American women to the South Dakota State House as inspirations for running. For National Native News, I'm Lee Strubinger in Rapid City.
Many tribal lands on the Great Plains are recovering from flooding as forecasters say another round of weather is expected to hit the region this week. South Dakota Public Broadcasting's Gary Ellenbolt has more.
20,000 people who live on the Pine Ridge Reservation in southwest South Dakota were basically cut off from the rest of the state during flooding in March. Floodwaters on the White River have receded, but a rare April snowstorm is projected to nail several states later this week. Alex Calderon with the National Weather Service in Rapid City says some locations will see very heavy snow.
Much of the area is going to see over 6 inches. Many areas will see over a foot of snow. The highest amounts we're expecting to be around south central South Dakota, where they could see 16 inches or more, maybe approaching 2 feet of snow. Areas along the Rosebud Reservation, Todd Tripp, Millette counties, into areas east of there along the Missouri River.
A National Weather Service hydrologist says even with heavy snow falling, snowmelt won't increase river levels to their March amounts. The heavy rains from last month fell on a heavy snowpack that is no longer on the ground. For National Native News, I'm Gary Ellenbolt.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum signed a bill Monday to address missing and murdered Indigenous people. The Forum News Service reports the bill creates a database to track cases. Similar bills have advanced in other states as U.S. lawmakers also work on the issue. Oneida Nation Chairman Tahasi Hill is set to deliver the Wisconsin State of the Tribes Address at the Capitol in Madison Tuesday. The speech is an opportunity for the 11 tribes and the state to refresh relations and highlight tribal issues and legislative priorities. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Koahnic Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Support by the law offices of Sonosky, Chambers, Saxe, Miller, and Monkman, a national tribal rights law firm with offices in Washington, D.C., New Mexico, California, and Alaska, and online at www.sonosky.com.
Support by the American Indian Higher Education Consortium, working to ensure tribal colleges and universities are included in our higher education system. Info on 37 tribal colleges and universities at aihec.org.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.